Hey everybody, ASIC Eric. Quick video here. Thanks everybody for your feedback on the paint here and possible solutions and things. I've been going back and forth on whether I should repaint these panels here or not. I've been trying to message people in the comments and I keep going back and forth in my thought process. So I'm not really sure. I keep thinking I can save this one. So I came out here and I sanded this down with 800 on the DA dry. And so all of these little spots basically, or not all, but most of these little spots are the places where we have the problem. But once I had done that, I kind of misted this fender down, or just to get the idea of what I was looking at. And I'll show you the problem here, hopefully. If this will come across. I need the light here, I think. 1 second. All right, hopefully you can see this here now. It's so hard to catch this with the light, I'm sorry. Try and find the right spot where you can see. There's all this black stuff in here. Man, it's hard to show up. If I go right over it, you can see the spots, but there's a ton of crap in here. Even more than I thought. So some of this stuff, bubbles up and you can see like this. Right, we've talked about, but some of it you can't. It's just down in the base. I think I am going to go ahead and try to reshoot these two. The reason I was going so back and forth on this is because the problem that we're looking at here, it's worse on the fender than the hood, but it's everywhere. I mean, the whole car has this stuff on it, right? Like right here, you can see. So it's not just those panels. So I keep rationalizing to myself, well, the rest of the car has this problem too, so repainting those two panels doesn't really fix the problem. But this panel's just too far gone. It's not really showing up good on camera here, but there's probably 100 flakes of black in this piece right here that just look like crap, and same thing in the hood here. But you can get an idea of the distribution, right? You see all these little spots in through here. And then over here, it's pretty clean, right? So for whatever reason, this side of the car just got it the worst. This does continue on up into the valence here as well. Not terrible, but it is bad. So that has me contemplating whether I want to redo this as well. Also for a color match, it might be better for me to spray this one. I'm not going to do that fender over there, so there's potentially a color match problem right there. But that's what I'm thinking. So the big question that I have for you guys is, if I'm going to repaint this, what should I do in terms of prep? I can just wet sand this down with 600 and go. Just basically smooth it out to where I don't see any orange peel and stuff in it. Call it a day. I could dry sand it with the DA and flatten it all out first, kind of what I was doing here, but with something more aggressive than 800, like 400, 600, something, and then wet sand it. But my big question is, there's a lot of paint on here, right? You saw the list of all the paint we did. There's a lot of paint. Is that going to be okay to leave all that paint on there and paint over it, or do I really need to try and sand this off? Because if I do that, now I'm back all the way down to having to block sand it and 2K probably to get it all level again, because there's no way I could take that much paint off and have it be smooth. So I'm thinking hopefully I can just DA it down to where it's smooth and then paint over that. If I do it, like I said, I'm still not 100% convinced that's what I'm going to do, but I'm certainly leaning in that direction. Then the reason I'm sort of moving in that direction now is like a slight color mismatch between these two panels, or multiple panels, is going to look better than this crap in this paint here. I kept hoping I could salvage it, but it's just too far down into the base and stuff that I can't really fix it. So let me know what you guys think. And again, thanks everybody for all your feedback and everything. It's very helpful. I know I get the feedback from every different direction. Do this, don't do that, try this. So if I don't do what you suggested, it's not personal, right? I have to balance all this information that I get and try and figure out what's best for me. So, but I do appreciate all the comments from everybody. It really does mean a lot. So let me know what your thoughts are on this process, and we'll take it from there, I guess. And I guess the other thing is I'm debating whether I should sand the whole car down with you know, the 800, 1000, whatever, just to get all the dust and everything done before I repaint these, so I don't have to do more sanding after this has been painted, and, you know, potentially get a bunch of trash in the paint after it's painted. So that's another one, is should I have the whole car prepped basically and then just go to town on these you know, with 600 or whatever and get it ready for the respray, but this is all ready for the flow coat. Anyway, that's what I'm wondering. Thanks everybody, catch you later.